F1 2022. This is Pistol Racing accompanied by CDM. Say hey CDM.
What's up, what's up?
So yeah, we're going to be taking you through commentary today for the, as always, 18-minute, 29-lap race here at the Bahrain Secure International Circuit. Just getting the stream into the commentator section now, if you want to take over for a sec, mate.
Yeah, no problem. So obviously, round one of the new season, season 5 in OBF1. We're starting at Bahrain. What a coincidence. But we like to start at Bahrain a lot. I've noticed, even though we randomise the calendar, it always lands at Bahrain.
Actually, the calendar for this one is, it's the actual calendar, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so, where am I? Commentator streams. So, why not?
We've got, obviously, our old favourites, the Titans of Jim and Marcus, still going to be up at the top somewhere.
I guess we will see.
Yeah, Jim's jumped ship into the Alpha Tower, kicking Marcus out.
Well, he wants Alpha Tauri, I guess, to have a chance this season, unlike last season. But new game, new driving styles. We've got some new drivers in the league as well. Wow, yeah, seeing Rafo in here. Obviously, he checked out for Tier 2, but he's here as a reserve for Tier 1 in the Alfa Romeo. Who else have we got that didn't show up for Tier 2 but is here in Tier 1? Oh, yeah, you. No, just kidding, mate. But yeah, no, we've got 16 drivers currently in the lobby, and I'm sure we'll be getting going very shortly. But yeah, looking forward to it. That was a very challenging race and definitely some lessons learnt.
Yeah.
So just reading some comments. I can go again. Okay, so I'm going to get the comment section up for us. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Hopefully we're going to bring you some great action, some clean racing. I think we only had like 1 or 2 retirements in Tier 2. Let's hope we can replicate that in Tier 1 as well. And it was one safety car which definitely changed the course of the race. I definitely made a mistake not going onto the hard tyres. The softs proving not to be that much faster than the hards. Even once I stopped them on, I think I was running a very defensive strategy today. So
yeah,
hopefully I'll be back next week better at Jeddah. That'll be fun. Yeah, Jeddah next week. Jeddah next week.
Oh.
Yep, fun. I'm already terrible at that circuit.
Very game Jeddah is.
I'm not a fan, but you can see we have got a few new names on the grid as well. If I remember correctly, I think Elite NL Dave joined us for one race at the end of last season. The season closed. Can't remember. I saw a couple of other new names as well, but we'll go through them once qualifying gets started, which shortly we'll be doing so.
I remember Dave from pre-season. He's got good pace.
Cool. Who else is new? Jelly Ellie Burt 05, welcome. I think actually that is, oh no, Flames Assassin, he's new as well. So welcome to OBF1, guys. We hope you enjoy the racing here, and I hope some of you can give little Jim a battle for his money. What? No, not kidding, we don't gamble here, but I hope we will have a season unlike last season, which saw our champ being crowned round 11 or 12, I think it was. So an amazing points average for Jim. I think he averaged like 19 points over the entire season, which is just incredible. So
and Mitch is looking dangerous on this game, I will tell you that.
Is he?
He's looking quick.
Okay.
He's closer to Jim now than what he was on the previous game.
So let's make a prediction. Who's going to win tonight?
Oh. A safe pick would be obviously Jim.
Why? He didn't win here last season. This was one of the few races he didn't win last season.
It's just his get up and like his start, and then how quick he switches on the tyres is remarkable from what I've seen so far.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put faith in my Alpine brothers, and Go for Mitch or Chris.
I know Chris is now, having taken to this game, has decided to do it with absolutely no assists. So let's see how he does. I'm on board with Rafo, who's the first out in the Alfa Romeo. So we'll technically be first to set a flying lap. I'm just going to see how the sound sounds on the stream. One name missing. Oh no, Marshall is in the grid. I normally always see Marshall drop a message in the Discord or on the chat.
One name missing. Oh no, Marshall is in
Yeah,
the grid.
no, that's fine. That's good.
Drop a message in the Discord or on the chat.
So yeah, no, that's fine. So that's fine. Well, I better turn my phone down. But yeah, the sound is decent, so
You can
it's
hear
good.
me,
Talk.
okay. You should be able to. After that,
Talk.
Yes.
okay, so.
You're not as gobby as me, though. Sorry.
Pardon?
You're not as gobby as me, though. We have got a lot of drivers out earlier. I'm wondering, will they choose to do 2 or 3 runs this evening during our quali session? I did 3. My third one was my best, but I'd lost, I think, about 3 attempts in Sector 2, running wide through the fast shop left-hander. And as I say that, we get a message. Hello, Chris. Well, he's going to see what energy he has after a long day. Hopefully we won't see any retirements from you, Chris, but let's see how it goes. So on board with Rafo, heading down towards turn 4. Decent line there, does catch a bit of curb now, which will compromise his exit speed as we head it through sector 1, 28.910 for the Alfa Romeo driver.
Playing it safe through that section.
I think I did a 29.2.
I think I can usually get into about 20, low 28, high 27s.
Is that on this game?
Yeah.
Wow. Decent. I try and hug the outside of the track as much as possible to give me more turn onto this corner. It gets me a better exit speed out of it as well. But that's still a very good line from Rafo. And it's going to be a 109, 108.399. So we head down, decent line out of the penultimate turn. And as we head down towards the final corner, we got a spun, yeah, spun has so either Kieran or Flames. I'm not quite sure who.
Flames, Kieran's in the pits.
And then, yep. And Rafo goes for a 1:38.59, our first time of the session. So currently provisional pole. Who's second?
Mercedes of El Shakal, who's invalidated though. We got not Marcus, but Marcus's teammate James coming around the last one to start his.
Change. I've got an Alpha Romeo. Is that? I've got an Alpha Tauri of Marshall who's on a fast line up. What's Marshall going to set? It's going to be fast. What is Marshall looking at here for the Alpha Tauri team? A 120. Oh no, okay. Why am I saying 126? A 1:38.13 for Marshall. Flames sort markers at 129.652 for the Williams driver. Ladies and gentlemen, them going in second, and Jim with a 128.521. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
1.1 seconds quicker than Marcus, which it's not many people can say they can do.
Mitch goes second with a 128.787. Where's Antonis? Antonis has the squad of 5, so let's get on board with James at 28.9 in sector 1. Marcus's teammates. Will he be able to match Marcus's time? A yellow flag in sector 2 on the Alfa Romeos. .107.487. Oh, that was a very close line there by James as we head down towards the final turn. Let me know if you're ever watching, if you're watching anyone as well, mate. El Chakal goes 4th, just ahead of Lazy Battalion then with a 1:30.348. What is James going to produce here, though? That's going to be a 1:29.518, faster than Marcus, faster than his teammates. And we've got a Williams second row at the moment. So
I think we've got. Do we have Chris on that? Maybe.
Chris has just started, yeah. You want to talk it through?
I sure do. As he comes through turn 1, he gets a nice bit of the apex. Hits the apex beautiful. Gets a bit squiggly out of turn 2 though. Rounds turn 3, opens his. There's even. He's not opening his DRS. Maybe. Unless he's backed off.
Maybe.
Yeah, 30.0.
Okay, so let's have a look. Elite NL Dave coming through the end of sector 2 behind his teammates. Nice line there, 106.856. If I remember correctly, James was in the 107s.
Oh, look at
This
toe.
could be, yes, what a toe from his teammate. Rafo giving him everything. Let's hope he gets out the way, doesn't compromise his exit. He did! Oh no, has he run out of fuel? No. Oh, what a shame there for Elite. I definitely think he got compromised there by his teammate, but what can you do, eh? So, Jelly Eddie Burt 05, he is definitely a new Tier 1 driver. I've never seen this name before. Let's sit on board with the Ferrari driver.
Got good pace, I'll tell you that.
But this is definitely a lap to forget then, a 109.349. Currently, I'd say 2 seconds down on James in 4th place. Just remember seeing that. Oh, wow. Antonis has popped up in the Red Bull. 3rd, 129.358. Only 6 tenths behind Mitch and 7 tenths behind Jim. What a lap by the Red Bull driver.
Jelly Eddie is round.
But he saved it. He saved it. Yeah. He's not got damage. He will start. Okay, so we've got Fatir has just started his lap in the. It's so weird seeing a silver arrows rather than a black arrows. Let's sit on board with Fatir. Oh, I thought I had takeout coming there for a sec.
I always associated Fatir with Ferrari for some reason.
Yes, because he used to drive for Ferrari in Tier 1 last season.
He just suits Ferrari, you know what I mean?
Oh, and he has invalidated running wide out of turn 8, I think that was. Unlucky, that was a good lap otherwise. So we've currently got Chris on our lap. Yeah, Chris is on our lap. 107.227. This is a good. What can he produce? What can he produce in the last sector? 3.2, so this could be a 29.7, if not more. Gets a little bit of curb, which will compromise his exit speed, but a 129.165. Wow, so the Alpine's currently 2-3, and amazing there.
Might not be too bad,
I'm still going with the silver arrows of Fatir. Just because I'm not going to go with the obvious option of Jim, I'm going for Fatir in the Mercedes.
Got Mr. C-REES on the lap.
Who's that? Just kidding. Kidding.
I thought you were serious then.
No. Yes, Kieran has just come through sector 1 of 29 flats. So if I remember correctly, that was around Rafo's first sector. Yeah. I have a better idea around sector 2 because I know James is about a 107, as was Chris. So let's hope the cars get out of the way. Yep. Interesting line by there by Kieran. I would have thought he'd have tried to take more of the outside. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, but we're going to stay on board with Kieran. What are we looking at here? This is definitely a 108.006. Sure, he's going to want to be going again whilst our top 3 drivers are all out on track and on laps. I imagine Chris will be coming in, but what are Mitch and little Jim going to be able to produce? Let's see who's furthest into their lap. I'm going to say Mitch because I think he's just coming around turns 8 and 9. But what is Kieran going to set here in the Haas? 8th place, just behind his teammate at 129.908. So let's start on board with Mitch. Currently 300th lap. Right, so yeah, Mitch is about 17 seconds ahead on track than Jim. What is Mitch going to do here? He's going to improve his time. Currently 64 thousandths up. He needs a quarter of a second. in the last sector this could be hard, but obviously we didn't see Mitch's flying lap originally. So Vitir goes third with a 1:29.098. Is Mitch going to better his time?
Hopefully.
He does a 1:28.607, but what about Jim? Jim also up on his second sector time by 600ths of a second. And let's remember the track will be getting faster as we keep going. So,
Yes, it will.
what would Jim get? 1:28.425, and what 10th of a second improvement. Who else have we got? We've got. Oh God, sorry, I'm bleeding quite badly on my arm. I picked the scab, my bad. So Jelly Ellie Burt, where are you? Sector 1, 29.6.
We've got Elite Dave.
Who?
Oh, he's not on a. He's on an outlap. I think he went for a double outlap.
Cool.
Elite Dave.
Al Chakal has just finished his lap and gone up to 6th for a 1:29.461, pushing the Williams down to 7th and 8th respectively. Marcus is around. Where is that? End of sector 1. Yep.
On the exit of there, it's easy to drop it under
Sure.
the bottle.
I'll be right back, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Who do we have on that? We've got Jelly Ellie doing a 1:08.9 coming through sector 2 split, kind of around the last corner now, hitting the apex nicely in the middle. Gets a decent exit, a bit wiggly, comes going through the yellow flags, across the line, he sets off 1:32.0, something last of the runners, but at least he's got times in front of Dave and Hamed. That's all that matters. Go for it. We've got Rayfo, he's down on his time, second slower. Next person who's on the cross line, I believe, is El Chakal, but he's not on a lap. We've got MR-C-REES, I don't think he's on a lap. Oh, and Marcus is round again on the start finish straight.
Okay, I am back. Hopefully this will hold for a little while. So, who are we on board with? What changed? Not much.
Assassin, he's coming around the black corner right now.
Yep. He's not going to improve though, is he? Yeah, no. He's not going to improve though. How about Antonis? Where's Antonis? Let's see what he can do. Coming through sector 2. Oh, he spun it! Out of turn 7. No, turn 9, I think that is. That's definitely going to have messed his lap up. How about Lazy but Talented M in the Ferrari, our next highest runner out on track in 11th. 4 minutes to go of qualifying. Where is this again? That gonna leave Lazy but Talented. Currently coming through sector 2. So currently half a second up nearly, but this is not going to improve him position wise, only time wise, unless he can find some time in the last sector. We got Chris and Marshall. Marshall up to 4th place on 1:28.988. So who else have we got? Chris is invalidated. Sitting Marshall will not be doing another lap, no. So we've got anyone actually on a lap? Rayfo, I think, is on a lap. Let's sit on board with Rayfo, who is just coming around sector 2, currently 8 tenths down on his time, so I'm highly doubting.
I believe.
Okay, cool. Very fast, didn't that, man?
3-lap old song.
Wow. So we're just sitting on board with Elite NL Dave. He's just starting his flying lap. See if he can improve. Oh, he hasn't actually set a time yet. Yeah, I remember his teammate, I think, got in the way through that last turn, didn't he? So 28.654, very good first lap. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, but not going to affect Elite's lap as he comes up the hill and around turns 8 and 9. Lovely line, hugs it nicely as we head down the DRS straights.
Turns in beautifully, get that lovely rotation.
That was a good one. What are we looking at here? A 106.826 and a purple sector 2 for Elite.
And he's got purple sector 1 as well, according to the Delta. So as he comes around the final corner, could this be
Is this going to be special?
Elite Dave? Oh, doing it when it counts, he's pulling it out the bag now.
126, 128, no, he's 4 for 128.680. He's, less than a tenth of a second separating 4th and 2nd. Mitch has just started his fast lap, so has Jim. We'll sit on board with Mitch, he will cross the line and he is the one to challenge. Now, he is the one to challenge Lazy, but Talent Them has retired and I'm not sure if that's a track retirement, but there is a slow moving Ferrari into the pits. Mitch, let's stay on board with Mitch now. Where's Jim? Yeah, he's just coming around that turn. So yeah, staying on board with Mitch. Heads down towards turns 8 and 9. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Didn't take any curb, but got a great line through there. So DRS open and qualifying has now finished. Qualifying has now finished. We've got a lot of drivers out. Yep. What can Jim do? Sorry, Mitch do here. He is currently a 10th up on his fastest time. This wouldn't change his position. He will need to find another couple of tenths. Jim was up on his first sector time. What can Mitch do in his final sector? Lovely line there through the last turn. He's given it all he can. Is it going to be enough for Mitch? No! 23 thousandths of a second. Jim is over a tenth up on his second sector time anyway, but what? Oh, that's so close as it is right now. 23 thousandths separating Mitch and Jim. But yeah, Jim taking another tenth off his time. Fatir is coming around. He's 7 tenths up on his flying lap.
That could possibly come.
Oh my! 37 thousandths of a second. How about James? James is half a second up on his time. James goes 6th. Ahmad Shaban has DNF'd. I think that's it, mate. I think that is it. Yeah, no, he's not. He's over 10 seconds down on his lap, so he's definitely not on a lap. So that's our grid. We've got Jim in first, for Tier 2nd, Mitch 3rd, Chris 4th. So it's an Alpine 2nd row lockout. Elite NL Dave taking 5th. James in the Williams, highest place Williams at 6th. Marshall in the AlphaTauri 7th. Antonis 8th. Some very close scraps here. Like, no drivers are really in a league of their own. There's going to be some good battles in this race. I can already sense that.
Oh,
so who are we waiting on? Definitely. And that is it for the first qualifying of the first season of OBF1 on F1 2022. For Tier 1, and just to run through again, yep, Jim starting in pole, Fatir in the Mercedes 2nd, Alpine 3rd, sorry, Mitch 3rd, Chris 4th, Elite NL Dave 5th, James 6th, Marshall 7th, Antonis 8th, Ahmed Shaban in 9th, Flames Assassin 10th, Alchikal 11th, Short Marcus 12th, Lazy but Talented M 13th, Kieran 14th, Rafo 15th, and Jelly Ellie Burt 05 rounding off the grid. in 16th place, 3.7 seconds behind our provisional pole sitter. So we will shortly be getting going with the formation lap. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Remember to give us a like and subscribe if you are new to the league. It all does help.
Very interesting race.
Oh yeah. How are you finding this whole immersive stuff? What do you think of it?
I like the formation map and that, but I feel like the pit stops could be a bit better. Clicking a button isn't really, you know, it's not really that immersive. To be honest, it's not much. I feel like if maybe turning the wheel did it instead of clicking a button, that would make it even slightly better. Because it would feel like then you're properly turning into the pit box instead of clicking a button.
But if you turn, you're going to be needing to brake as well. Could you imagine if you knocked over your front guy? It makes you think though how interesting it must be, like for the actual drivers. Like that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
That they actually get to do that 2, 3, 6 times a race if you turn the button. At Canada, but no. For me, I'm just like, I mean, I get it. It's an added feature and it's cool, but I really couldn't care less about it. Like. Yeah, I mean, I guess for those drivers at the top of it, yeah, it's going to make a difference. Especially it's like tracks like Imola where you're going to really want to point the car, but I still don't get it. I still don't, in the sense of like, I can't do it. Every time I've gone for that immersive formation, it's not like you can actually practice it. You have to start racing, and you get one chance to practice it. And you're doing what, like 29 lap races? Yeah, it's not really a great chance to practice. So, I mean, I hope I get better at it, but every time I've gone to do it, I don't understand it, and I keep getting told, oh, yeah, it was a terrible, you're going to have to make up so many places on the start. Why? I'm still in the same grid spot. But anyway, rant over. I know it's something that the guys were looking forward to and haven't done. So, yes, let's embrace the new immersive technology here on EA's first proper edition of the game. And as we can see here, powered by AWS, the predictive pit stop strategy. One stop seeming the fastest, medium to hard. Early safety car does not change that. I'm talking from experience. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see any any soft tires unless we get a late safety car, and then everyone will be on them.
One person which usually isn't down that far, Kieran, he's all the way down in P14.
Marcus is in 12th. I know he's having problems with his throttle and whatnot, but Marcus as well, he's normally one of those drivers that you would say is a title contender, and I'm sure once he gets his pedal sorted out, he will be back up 8 to 10 places. But I mean, yeah, that's weird. So I want to sit on. Oh, I see Fatir has spun it. Yes.
Jim pointing.
Okay, there's a car that's just completely gone through Ahmed Shaban. His connection was.
That was Marshall.
No, that was Fatir. I don't know who that was. It's an Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, so Marshall.
Oh yeah, he's lagging, isn't he? Who's got his connection? But we are a go.
Can't see the lights.
You're not the only one, but we've got 5, and we are go here for the OBF1 round 1 here on the F122. Great launch by Jim. Wow. I'm just getting a rear view, and these views are terrible for commentating. But wow, okay, so let's get started. We've got James up to second. James is up 4 places. Ahmed Shaban up 5 places. El Chakal up 4 places already. Fatir down 6. Jim already with a 1 second lead over James in second. Thank you. I've got a better view now. Good.
Finally.
Yes, James running very wide. I'm sure there's going to be a track limits warning there. I'm finding it a little bit harder to get on this one.
Round.
Elite Dave is around. I'm sure he'll catch up to the back of the grid. So Kieran up to 13th. Marcus is up 2 places to 10th. Jelly Ellie getting past Kieran. Oh, they're battling hard. Oh, there's contact there between, I want to say, Rayfo, Jelly Ellie and Kieran. Sitting on board with Kieran now. We've got Jelly Ellie who is ghosting. One thing I don't understand is why the AI was made so high. In the tier 2 race, the AI was like 90. Very high. I'm racing at 80 at the moment, like getting used to the new game. I thought that was a bit high, but I'm not sure what it is for tier 1. I didn't get a chance to check. But yeah, I mean, we've got 4 of my teammates in James and Mitch, 2nd and 3rd. Ahmed Shaban up to 4th. Mitch has got so many sparks coming out of his car, you'd think he was on fire. He's not driving a Ferrari, is he?
Oh, that's an insult.
You're right, it is. Oh, Fatir is around. Fatir is around. He's done a Mazepin, to quote you. He's done a Mazepin. And Fatir's race just going from bad to worse. We've got 2 drivers in the pit lane, Antonis and Rayfo. Now, have they stuck their hands on? I wonder. I would, because no, they've gone soft. Okay. Oh, an interesting one. Chris has started on the soft tyres. Everyone else on the medium, but Chris did decide to start on the softs. So let's sit on and watch. Have we got any decent? We got a decent battle going on for, I want to say, 8th. We got Marcus, Marshall, Lazy, all battling hard. Marcus got the inside line. It's able to hold off Lazy, but telling them for now. But Lazy telling them right on the back. Yep. Oh, sorry, that's not Marcus. That's Marshall. Marcus is 8. Marshall is in the Alpha Tower. Oopsie. Kieran is catching up. Yeah. James is clearing Mitch as well. He gains 7 tenths on Mitch that lap. And DRS will be enabled this lap. Lazy but talented seems to have more straight line speed. He's not using his ERS. He's just got more straight line speed from Marshall. Breaks later on the inside, locking up a bit. But manages to make the move stick. Yes, he does. And here he comes from Marcus, who's currently up into 8th place, having started in 12th. Now I want to watch this battle for 3rd because Mitch is going to be pushing hard to get that DRS. He is not going to want to get dropped by Jay. We've got Hass around. It's Flames. Flames is around. And I think I just saw a reset to track there because he was literally sat right in the middle of the track. So lap 3, we'll have to request that footage from Flames. So that definitely looked like a reset to track for me. Mitch did get DRS into the 2nd sector DRS straight, and this is going to help him. Chris has fallen out of DRS range of Ahmed Shaban, and on these soft tyres he needs to be making progress, unless I'm presuming he's going to go soft hard. It is easily doable. I did soft medium. None of my tyres are too terrible, but they were just slow as fuck. Sorry, my language. But yeah, so we've got Mitch now just 6 tenths behind James. James has already used all of his ERS. He is going to struggle for this race then. He's been able to keep up with Jim, but that's not going to be the case anymore. As Mitch comes towards the inside, he's going to wait for the DRS line. James runs wide. Good line there by Mitch to avoid contact with the Williams driver. James already going super defensive on the inside. Mitch has got the better race line, but James covers it off well, covers the race line off well, and holds 2nd, but it's costing him valuable time. He's already dropped 6 tenths of a second to Jim in that sector alone, defending from Mitch.
Yeah, indeed, this isn't going to help either their races. They're trying to get onto the top.
Especially with Ahmed Shaban and Chris Amu is going to be within DRS range this time. Ahmed Shaban going for a very opportunistic move there on Mitch into turn 9. Didn't make it count. He was nowhere near alongside, but Yes, we have got... For some reason Chris didn't seem to get DRS, or maybe he's got a fault on his car. But the battle for second is still hard. James has able to hold the gap to Jim in that second sector, but how long can he keep the second position for?
P5, P4, P3, all very close to each other. They're all in DRS range.
Oh, and James is a sitting duck. Here comes Mitch. He's got the inside line. He's got DRS. James had nothing to defend with. Mitch takes second, and now will we see Mitch start to head down the road? I wonder.
Mitch should start making inroads slightly into that time towards Jim.
I would imagine so. Interesting enough, El Chacao has still got 82% ERS. He's definitely the best, one of the best drivers for managing in it at the moment. No one else is anywhere near that. I think apart from his teammate Fatir, who's down in 14th place, had a monstrous start of it. But James through this section now. Mitch, is he going to have to use his ERS to defend? I found DRS to be very powerful down this back straight. Maybe that's because I was running every possible assist I could to keep my car on the track though.
I mean, if I'm James in this situation, I'm probably either working with Mitch where we're not slowing each other down, or I'm sticking behind him saving ERS.
Well, I think he hasn't got ERS, he's got like 13%, so I think he needs to try and sit behind Mitch for a little, as long as he can, before burning his ERS to recoup it. But recouping it on this game is impossible. It's so much harder now. Once you've used it, you don't really get it back.
That Marcus around.
Marcus is around. Yes, he is. Marcus has dropped to 14th, losing out of turn 13. Very unfortunate for Marcus. I had a feeling we'd see someone lose it around that corner, but unfortunately it is our two-time OBF1 championship Marcus, who is experiencing difficulties with his setup at the moment. But yeah, this battle for second is still very, very DRS train. We've got El Chacao 6 seconds behind it in 6th place. Marcus is into the pits and onto the hard tyres, which will last the rest of the race, I'm guessing. Oh, James has spun it! James has spun it! This is going to put El Chacao right up to him, and Mitch has just been given a godsend. If he can keep Ahmed Shaban at bay, he will have DRS. So he won't have to worry about DRS next time. Oh, he didn't get it this time because of the DRS detection point. Yes, you're right. So Chris will now have the opportunity to make those soft tyres used. I wonder, it'd be good to see what Chris's tyre wear is. As we all know, he's kind of the Sergio Perez of tyre wear, like someone else we know.
Who's that?
Me. I've always been kind of good at tyre wear.
Sergio Perez of defending.
I'm also the Sergio Perez of tyres. How many drivers have made medium soft last on China? Exactly.
I have.
But yeah, that was in the old game. This is the new game. Ahmed moving to the inside to defend from Chris. Chris is going to get a better run out of turn 1. Does he have the traction? I think Chris is going to get the move done here. He moves to the inside of Ahmed. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. So now it's James again. James really struggling to keep that car on the track. But Chris does get 3rd place, so it is now a Alpine 2-3. Jim slowly pulling away.
Assassin gonna get lovely.
Nice move there by Fatir. That was a good move. And the next person for Fatir to deal with is Kieran. Kieran spun it!
Speaking of the devil, he's round.
He is around. He is around.
Quickest commentated curse we've ever had.
No, because I didn't curse it.
Just saying his name is enough.
Exactly. Did he manage to keep it out the wall is the question.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any damage, so that's good. So Fatir now up to 10th. 2.6 seconds behind James. Let's have a look. Is Ahmed going to be able to get a move done? They've both got similar levels of ERS. Chris moving to the inside, trying to get in defensive. I don't see Ahmed making a move. Oh, I think that could have been ambitious. Doesn't get as good an exit out of turn 3 as Chris, but he will have DRS here. Nope, nothing. Sector 2, yellow flag. That's an Alfa Romeo. Is that an Alfa Romeo? Rafo. Yep, I believe that to be Rafo. Yeah, Marcus has just passed him, so yeah, that is Rafo. The Tier 2 driver reserve in Tier 1. Do we have any other Tier 2 drivers in here? No. I mean, Ahmed Shaban is a reserve driver, so he can reserve for both tiers if he wants to. But we are, yeah, I think, yeah, Rafo is the only Tier 2 driver in this, and we've got Chris with a half-second gap to Ahmed Shaban. A nice battle building up here for 6th position between Marshall and Lazy but Talented M. Only 8 tenths and Elite. It's a bit of a train behind Marshall. You've got all the way down to 9th within DRS range of each other. 9th being James. All of the drivers have pretty much obliterated their ERS, and highest being Lazy Talented M with 38%, which is still good at this level, at this stage. So no safety cars yet.
Luckily, we've had some good racing. We wouldn't want this to stop for a safety car.
Yeah. But saying that, a safety car would make it interesting. Obviously, batching the field up.
Yeah.
Tyre strategies, yeah.
FT8 would be love it if there was a safety car.
I think he would, yeah. Oh, we've got a spinner. Rafo has lost it again out of turns 9. I think that's turn 9. Yeah, turn 9. But still sitting on board with and Marshall is closing up to El Chakal. Maybe El Chakal's made a mistake because he's now 7.5 seconds behind Ahmed Shaban. But Marshall very close to getting into DRS range of El Chakal. Has he got damage, the Mercedes driver? Let's have a look going past. I don't know the way they position that.
Yes, no, he doesn't. It doesn't look like
doesn't look like it. No, maybe he's just lost a bit of time. Rafo picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but all Lazy telling them, has he lost DRS? Rafo has retired from the session. He's decided to call it a day in the pit lane, so yeah, that's always good. We've got Chris and Ahmed Shaban. He knew he had the line, he had the ability to get past before, but he saved it for the DRS. He's got it, and he's already half a second ahead of Chris. Great move there by Ahmed Shaban. 3rd place here in Tier 1. I was trying to think, if he's doing this one in Tier 1, should he be reserving in Tier 2? I'm not sure how I feel about this. And he's binned it! He's binned it!
He got on the curb there just too much.
So this should put El Chakal up to 4th, is it? No! Ahmed gets out before him, but now no real battles up front.
Very quick recovery from Ahmed, that's amazing.
Marshall 1.2 behind El Chakal. I do think there's going to be a battle between these two in a couple of laps. We got a decent battle between. Oh! I want to watch this. Lazy Battalion them out of DRS. We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? Antonis. Yeah, that's Antonis. Has spun just around the fast left-handers at the same place as Ahmed Shaban, I would say. So he's also getting on the curves a bit too much. But Lazy Battalion them needs to gain a 10th unless he's going to be at the quell of Elite and James.
Oh, James is right on the back of the lead.
Exactly. But he's got less ERS, so he's going to need to hold on to the slipstream. He's gone for the racing line. Elite NL gets it. No. He just didn't have enough power. Great wheel-to-wheel racing there between the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari. James getting a bit clicky there as well, but keeps it on the track, and all of this just allowing one thing for Tier, who's now up to 9th, to catch up and gain. Has Chris pitted? Chris has pitted onto the mediums.
Interesting.
You can make him last 18 laps. I've done 21 on him. Oh, James up the inside of Lazy but Talented M. Has he got the traction out the corner?
That was a beautiful move.
That was beautiful. Can he hold it though? They're side by side. Yes, he does. What a move from the Williams driver. Wow. And Lazy but Talented M down from 6th to 8th in just one lap. And Fatir is going to be breathing down his neck shortly as well. But Marshall is now within DRS range of El Chacao. He's half a second behind the Mercedes driver. Very slow line there from El Chacao through that corner. And I think he's going to be right for the plug. But he's got 71% ERS. He's not using it at all. I guess he's using it for when he's going to overtake and for when he's going to defend, which is now. He knows everyone else is going to be draining his, and the DRS is just not as powerful in this game.
It's not.
No. Oh, Marshall Adams correct there. It is compared to the. I think they've made the ERS a lot more powerful. So when you use it, the DRS doesn't make as big a difference. But you've also got to consider settings. What assists are they running? What wings are they running? I know El Chacao is running 12-14 wings because he told me earlier. Marshall getting a bit sideways there. Maybe his tyres are starting to go on him. Yeah. All the time though. Ahmed Shaban pulling away from El Chacao now. 2.7 seconds. Mitch 3.2 behind Jim. Very similar pace being shown by the two drivers. Excuse me. Oh, we got Fatir past Lazy but Talented M. Using EOS, and he gets a 3-second penalty. Lazy but Talented M for track limits. Got a little bit too wide to take that turn, and already 0.6 of a second down on Fatir. Now up to Fatir. How will he be able to catch James? And if he does, how quickly will he do so? Currently on lap 13 out of 29 here at the Sakhir International Circuit in Bahrain. Some great action here in the OBF1 Tier 1 race tonight as Ahmed Shaban pits. Fatir staying out.
Yeah, Marshall's just not gaining in the DRS zones.
No.
However, he gets a lovely.
He must be running much higher wings than El Chacao.
Yeah, must be. El Chacao pulled away even.
Mitch is starting to close on Jim. 3 seconds now.
That's what he'll want to hear. Mitch, it's like it's like having a metal pole, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Like once it's a certain length, can't bend it. Once the gap's got to a gap, it's hard to bring it down, you know what I mean?
We're still talking about Formula 1, right? We've got Sabina. Oh, El Chacao is around. El Chacao is around. Marshall is up to 3rd. El Chacao is around and down to 7th. He started to be screaming around the hardest corner on the circuit, but he's kept it together.
Who's that? Oh, it's James. James just sent up the inside of Marshall.
I didn't see the move, unfortunately. Was it a bit of a bomb or was it a good move?
No, it was good.
No. But now Marshall has got everything. James has nothing. He's the sitting duck for this one.
Marshall might have,
but he will have something to come back. He will have something to come back. Marshall confident on his ability to be able to hold off James, but James getting a much better exit. They're side by sides. Who's going to break first? Marshall breaks first. James goes a little bit deeper into the turn, but he keeps it on track and makes it stick. Great move there by James. Up into now third place, having spun earlier. Flames Assassin picking up 5 second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he has retired. He has retired in the pit lane. He has retired in the pit lane. Not the best debut for the Haas driver. So well, Chris now has an 8.5 second lead over Ahmed Shaban. He's on the medium tyres. He's confident he can make him go to the end. Mitch keeping within a few tenths of a second. We've got Fatir right on the wing of Marshall, only 6 tenths separating the two drivers now. And with 70% ERS, the two drivers ahead of him completely out of ERS.
Mitch dies at him.
Going, well, maybe he's going to be on the cut, but let's face it, the tyre deltas on this track are so similar. He's not going to go 3.5 seconds in that time. He's not. So, I'm sure Jim would not be waiting too long to pit. Have you noticed that the pit seems to be a lot longer on this game?
Yeah.
Like 25, 26 seconds. Like on the old game, it was like 18 to 22 seconds, and I'm just like, okay. Yeah.
Feels a lot longer as well.
Yeah.
Get that immersive stuff wrong.
I have to be honest, I turned off immersive pit stops, so I've gone to broadcasts.
Oh,
I don't. It's for some people, it ain't for me. So, no thanks.
The Titanic battle over between Marcus and Kieran.
Two admins of the league. Marcus on 9-lap olds, hards on the Williams, and Kieran on 5-lap old hards. Marcus. I don't believe it. I watched the corner of Marcus and I said, oh, he's locked up, he's locked up. And I didn't say he's locked up even.
So Chris is
Kieran going very wide, very wide. Kieran's lost it!
Jim's in.
Kieran spun it. And Marcus has now got that an 11-second gap to El Chicao. Is there going to be there is definitely damage there. Kieran will have to pit again. Jim is in. Yep, Jim is in. I thought you said Chris is in. I was thinking, huh? So where is Mitch coming? He's at the end of the pit lane. I don't even think he's closed the gap. He hasn't. Mitch is, well, let's face it, Jim still needs to warm up the tyres, but Mitch is 5 seconds now behind Jim. So that must have been a very slow pit stop from Mitch.
Yeah, going longer is also helpful because while the person who tries the undercut is trying to warm up their tyres, you're still on your same compound. Jim is still on that medium compound, which is it's still good enough for a few laps, so he would have been probably lapping those couple laps quicker than Mitch while he was turning on his hard tyres, so he could have probably gapped Mitch a bit from that.
Oh, the gap between Mitch and Jim is now down to 3 seconds, 2.83 seconds. I'm interested to see how Chris is going to progress. Bear in mind he is on the supposedly faster tyre. But Lazy and Talented M is on the back of Jim. He will, if he doesn't pick this lap, he will have DRS. And I think, is it worth it to keep the DRS on probably the fastest driver? I would definitely say so, because they're not going to get in your way. Is he going to pit or is he staying out? He's staying out. We've got a yellow flag. We've got McLaren has spun. Ahmed Shaban has spun.
There's Mitch, 32-0, setting past the flat.
Yep. Ahmed Shaban has been disqualified from the session for being the wrong way on the track. That's 2 races, 2 DNS for the McLaren driver. But yeah, Lazy for Talent them. I'm hoping he's not going long in the hope of changing to the softs. They're not much quicker. Well, I mean, these drivers are a lot faster than me anyway, but it all depends on, I guess, their race strategy. For Tier's got an entire pit stop to make up on Jim. Is he going to do it in the sense of switching to the softs and trying to gain as many places as he can on the hard tyres, because they don't have the superior delta they did in the last game. Elite NL Dave is out.
Oh,
pit lane retirement, but he's coming out on track. No, he's coming out on track still. It is a pit lane retirement, but he's out on track. Kieran spun it, has he? No, okay. Yeah, Elite NL Dave is back out on track. He has retired. The car's now been pulled over. Yeah. So Mitch, all lazy, but has now fallen off big time. Maybe he made a mistake, but he's 2.5 seconds behind Mitch. Is this going to be the time for him to pit? Staying out. He is staying out. He's going to defend against Mitch, who's under much pressure. Hard tyres. Mitch getting past with no issues and given plenty of space to do so. Surprised by that move. These drivers clearly going for the medium tyre choice, but is it going to pay difference for them? I don't think so. I really don't. I mean, yeah, I think Fatir will come out in 5th.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a spinner. Is that Antonis?
Yeah, it's a retirement as well.
Yes. Safety car? Have we've got a safety car? Is it a virtual? Is it a... Yeah, it's... If that's... I'm not sure if it's a virtual or a full safety car, but that's a safety car. If ever I've seen one.
It's a safety car, full safety car.
Full safety car?
That's what it's saying on the track panels around the track. No, yeah, look, safety car.
You are right, yep, safety car is out. Commentator's curse. That is a huge wreck for the Red Bull driver. So, is everyone going to be pitting, do you reckon? 11 laps on the softs is doable.
Surely.
I'd say so.
Because if the people behind you pit,
you're sitting dark. You are a sitting dark. Yeah, exactly. So has FTH now actually got the race lead? Is everyone pitting? Jim is. Mitch is staying out.
This is big for the race.
Chris is in. James. I think everyone else, and it makes no sense for them not to pit. They get fresh tyres and they're going to be... Yeah, it makes no sense for them not to pit. Have I stopped bleeding? Yes, I have. Good. Yes, I have. Good. So yeah, I think everyone else needs to pit. Nope, Marshall continues. El Chicao, is he pitting? Yep. We've got Jelly Eddie Burt, who is ghosting, so he won't... So basically every driver now will score points, because Jelly Eddie Burt is ghosting. If he doesn't obviously finish the race, he doesn't get the points. So every driver remaining would pick up points. So we got Mitch, we got Fatir, we got Jim. Ooh, this is gonna be a battle.
Personally, if I was Mitch, I would have pitted along with the other two.
I would have as well. Maybe he's just very confident on his defending skills. And let's be honest, he's only had those hards on for a few laps. They're going to have minimal wear. Very minimal wear. So...
Mitch, I'm wanting the safety car to go in as quick as it can.
Yeah, but that ain't going to happen.
Everyone's scattered around the track at the moment.
So let's have a look at tyres. So Marshall has stayed out. Lazy but Talented M has pitted onto fresh hards. I think that might have been a whoopsie. And will he now pit to get onto softs? Why leave himself as a sitting duck when he potentially is only going to lose 2 or 3 positions at most? What does the Ferrari driver do? Is he staying out or is he going? He's staying out. Ouch. Going to be a good battle there between Lazy and Marshall. Chris on fresh softs should get past them relatively easy. Then we're going to have James, who's also on fresh softs. Okay. I'm going to give my voice a 2-minute break. If you want to sit on board with, I don't know, sit on board with Mitch, let's have a look at the safety car.
Yeah. God, the safety car's beautiful. So, order as it stands, we've got Mitch from FGH, Jim, Lazy got talented, he's got penalty, Marshall, Chris and Ellie, which will be disqualified for obviously not actually driving. Then we've got James and Williams behind. We've got El Shakal, Short Mark, and Tier1 with the C-REES on the back of off. At the moment, that's the current position. Everyone looks to be on fresh off, apart from Jelly, Ellie, Marshall, Lazy as well, and Mitch. Mitch is going to want Jim and FDA to fight like crazy, because he's going to need that gap and he's going to want those soft tyres to wear out as quick as they can.
But over 9 laps, I'm not sure they're going to.
No.
Right, let's have a quick look on the Discord, see what's going on.
Dave's left the lead.
He has, yeah. He has indeed, I think, due to the incident with James, it looks like. So, who knows? But it is what it is, isn't it?
Safety car's really, it's really a point of time.
I didn't even realise that the safety car was back out.
Oh, it's
gone? Yes, it's gone in. Shoot. I was looking at Discord. So wow, that was quick. Jim is up to second. He got past the tier. Chris is up to 4th. We've had Lazy Patent and them drop to 6th. Marshall has dropped to 11th.
Yeah, Marshall must have had a bit
Okay,
of
I'm losing. I've lost the hosts. I've lost the set. I've lost the view.
like that. Aaron.
Carl, can you hear me? For fuck's sake.
Jim only 2 tenths now, 1 tenth right on the back of Mitch.
I disconnected. I'm reconnecting now.
Okay.
Sorry
Jim,
about this, viewers.
right on the back of Mitch. 10th separates them going through turn 10, 11. Jim's not going to have the RS yet. It's not available yet. We've got yellow flag, I believe that's Kieran, he's round.
Okay, I'm back. Oh wow, this is a battle for first, isn't it? Mitch going super defensive. We've got a DRS involved. Chris getting the fastest lap of the race for the Alpine. Mitch defending brilliantly from Jim. Jim unable to make a move stick. He's going to be getting frustrated behind that Alpine. Obliterating more ERS. He goes to the outside. Mitch to the inside. Who's going to brake later?
Oh, Jim.
Oh, there's contact, there's contact. Thank God Mitch doesn't lose it. But, yep, Jim is now up to first.
Just needs to hold that position now.
Or will he do one for his teammate? His teammate only a second behind him. And with the tyre to challenge Fatir and Jim. Oh, Fatir getting a very bad exit out of turn 9 and Chris right on the back of him. To the inside for Chris, but no, Fatir able to brake later. We've got Marshall has spun. Marcus is up to 7th. Brilliant recovery drive from the Williams driver. Jim has got out of DRS range of Mitch. Mitch trying to close it. He's just got it. Just got it by 33 thousandths of a second. This is going to be a heck of a conclusion here to the Tier 1 race.
Yeah, this is insane. Has that hard strategy pay out from it?
Whoa, we've got...
It's pretty... Yeah, it's all settled.
yeah, it feels like it has. They're all around about a second, but Mitch has lost ERS. Lost DRS, sorry. He's got 9 tenths over Fatir. They're all very close to one another in terms of losing DRS and it just being a flat out race. But look just how much more powerful it is. Fatir gained 3 tenths of a second just on that straight. Mitch is going to have a gigantuan battle to hold off Fatir. Chris also losing time to the Mercedes driver. But James and El Chicao battling. 3 tenths separating the two drivers, but James will have ERS. El Chicao, however, will have DRS, but El Chicao having ERS to counteract it. James not having any. We got Fatir closing up to Mitch. Having to go wide, yep. Mitch getting very well defensive there. Going to hold off at Fatir here for another lap, I'd say. James, is he able to make a move on El Chicao? No, he's just sitting in the slipstream, unfortunately. El Chicao's low wings and great handling of the car is just not allowing James to get the move done on a Mercedes driver. Having to brake a bit there. Getting the wrong line in the turn.
James very close.
He is, but he's got no ERS. He's not able to make use of the DRS without it. El Chicao's just combating it with a bit of ERS. This game is definitely going to teach us about ERS management, that's for sure. And with 4 laps to go.
James getting really close now to El
Oh, El Chicao has now used all of his ERS defending. What can James do here? Nope. That is going to be ambitious. Nope. He holds off on weights.
This is supposed to balance.
Yeah, I'm on board with this battle. It is a good one, isn't it?
These two. No contact either.
No. Oh, I thought James was going to look up the inside there. Oh, El Child getting a bit squiggly out the turn, and has James got what he needs now? No, he hasn't. He just... El Child's running such low wings. He's getting such good speed once he gets on that throttle. I think if I'm James now, I'm just sitting on El Child's wheel for the next 2 laps, and lap 29 start of it, going for a move. Conserving the ERS, do not use it in the slightest, stay on his wing. But nope, he's going for it. He wants to get the move done, and he wants to get it done as soon as possible.
With DRS, both of them now.
Fatir is now past also Mitch, and Mitch down to third. James up the inside, can he make it? No, and there's contact between the two drivers. Is that damage to El Chical's front wing? Can't see, but it doesn't look like it, thankfully. So James getting the move done, but Chris now just a few tenths behind his teammate Mitch. A respectable, I mean, this is a respectable result for Alpine. What is this, 27 points? Yeah, 27 points. Very compromised line there by Mitch. Sorry, not Mitch, by Chris. Question is, can Mitch, now that Fatir does not have, but he is closing on little Jim. He's got better pace than Jim at the moment. Oh, Mitch getting a bit squeaky. And Mitch is now out of DRS range of Fatir, so now Fatir only has 2 laps to go. But can he close this gap to Jim? Let's look at their lap times. It's going to be a 1:31.499. So he's about 2 tenths up on Jim that lap. He needs 6 tenths this lap. I think he needs to get in that DRS ring. So both drivers very low on ERS. Mitch and Chris battling it out.
Yeah, having fun at this point.
Alcala now dropping a second down on James. So James has made the move happen. Fatir running wide through turn 7. That will have cost us some time, and now 2 seconds down on Jim. Oh, getting again a bit squiggly out of turn 9. He's got a 9-tenth lead to Mitch, who currently doesn't have ERS, but will if he's able to close the gap ever so slightly. What an end of the race this is going to be, but it does look like, as with last season, we're going to have little Jim topping the podium. But 1 lap to go, and when anything can happen, it usually does. So as we go on to the last lap of the race,
all that it takes is one thing.
Got a good battle between Marcus and Kieran. I'm going to sit on board for that one. Marcus getting super defensive, swerving around.
A lot more ERS.
Yeah, he's got ERS. Kieran doesn't, does he? Oh, Kieran's lost it! He got on the throttle a bit too heavy, and that is it. Hakuna Matata. Mitch, half a second behind Fatir. Fatir's tyres seeming to crumble a bit here. Can Mitch make something? Has the crossover happened between the hards and the softs? I think Fatir is going to hold on to second, but just. I think another lap and he would have been brown rice.
I mean, we'll see. Anything can happen.
Exactly, like Kieran spinning.
Exactly.
From 8th, he will get 10th place because Jelly Eddie Burr is. He might even actually get 9th because Lazy's Talented M's penalty. It's going to be close between the three of them. But here we are. We've got our defending champion crosses the checkered line to take first place. Little Jim picking up maximum points for the AlphaTauri team. Fatir taking second. Mitch in third. Chris in fourth. What a race. I know I missed a couple of laps due to disconnection. Sorry about that, viewers. But what a race. Kieran does indeed get 10th. 3/10 of a second behind, which will be promoted to 9th. I think Marshall maybe made a mistake in that last corner because Kieran got past Marshall. But that is the OBF1 Tier 1 race complete for today here at the Sakhir International Circuit in Bahrain. And I'm sure this will not be the first time we see this or the last time we see this season. Little Jim on the top of the podium. A great race. And here we go, the walk through to the podium.
Good to be back.
Yes, good to be back racing when we don't fall asleep. And that is round 1 of the OBF1 full calendar season on F1 2022. And the sparkling of the champagne, the light is on, Little Jim. Will anyone be able to catch our reigning champ in this 22 race season? That is the question. A fantastic drive by the rest of the drivers.
First getting the fastest one.
He did, so that's an additional point for Alpine, which will help. That's 28 points for Alpine, 27 for AlphaTauri. I actually think Mercedes, how many points do you get for 6, 10, 8, 18, 20? So you got I think you've got 28, 27, 26. No, 28. Yeah, 28, 27, 26. This is going to be an interesting constructors battle, that is for sure. But yeah, to round off the finishers, we won't include Jody early because he did not cross the line. So Little Jim, Fatir, Mitch, Chris, James, El Chical, Shot Marcus, and a great drive back up to 7th. Lazy but talented Kieran Rees and Marshall will round off the points, and that is everything for the first race in the OBF1 22 race calendar for this week.
Yep.
Whew, what a race. What a race.
It was a good one.
It was. And once again, guys, everyone, thank you for tuning in on the stream and joining in. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry about the disconnection earlier, but we did get back, so that's obviously great. Well done to everyone racing. This is Pete, and I promise next week I will give you the opportunity to talk a little bit more.
I'm half out of it anyways, don't worry.
Good. Okay, well, everyone, have a great week, and yep, we'll see you next week for round 2 at Jeddah. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned, everyone. Take care and have a great evening. Bye.